So, on the subject of grip strength for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or grappling, it's probably something you should consider enhancing or strengthening. Now, obviously, if you just go to class and you drill and you train and you roll, you are going to develop some grip strength. And you can go your whole BJJ journey just doing that. And you'll be saddled with the grip strength that you develop just through the training of Jiu-Jitsu itself. But it wouldn't hurt to do some stuff on the side to, again, enhance your grip strength. I'm all about like my strength training routine and on my exercises on the side, enhancing my martial arts. So if you're looking to increase your grip strength off the mats, here's some things that I suggest that I offer to my students and my clients. First, when I started, we were taught to increase our grip strength. We were taught that the Ghee pull-ups or Ghee pulls. So you take your gi, you throw it over a pull-up bar, and you do these pull-ups with the gi. They're very taxing. They're a lot harder than regular pull-ups, obviously. And of course, it increases your grip in a very specific way. You are gripping the lapels of the gi, which is what you do when you're grappling, and pulling all your body weight. Now, if you can't do pull-ups right now, then there's a variation. You can just throw it around a post or a pole or a squat rack, and then just lean back and pull yourself forward. Now, that's an old school way of training your grip. I gotta be honest, I don't really do that much anymore. Actually, I don't really do it at all. But when I was first starting out, that was kind of a big way that we were shown to really increase our grip strength. And it is very beneficial. I've shown it to my students and some of them use it. When we're getting ready for competitions, I do have them do reps of that. It is helpful. Because I don't do the gi specific grip training anymore, I've moved on to kind of developing my grip strength during my strength training routine. If you're on some kind of strength training routine, you are already working your grip. Gripping dumbbells, gripping barbells. If you do any kind of CrossFit style or Olympic strength training, that is huge because ripping the barbell up, snatching it up in the air or clean and jerks, stuff like that. That requires a lot more grip than just bench pressing or bicep curls. So explosive movements with weights really increases your grip strength. On that note, the best way to get explosive movements with weights and to really work on your grip strength, and overall just a great strength training modality, is kettlebell training. I was introduced to this by one of my professors, and he was borderline obsessed with kettlebells, and I didn't really understand the benefits of it at the time. But over the years, I went through a whole phase where I trained exclusively with kettlebells. If you were to only leave me with one piece of exercise equipment or strength training equipment, for me it would be a kettlebell. You can work your entire body. Also, kettlebells, you have to be explosive in the use of a kettlebell, which is very good for any type of martial arts training. It's extremely functional, and I'm all about functional strength training. And with regard to training your grip, the grips on kettlebells, the handles are really fat grips. They're not narrow or skinny grips like you would get from a barbell or a dumbbell. So your hand is open a little more, so it really takes a lot of effort and strength to be able to hold onto this bell as you're swinging it around. So you have to use your entire body to control this bell. Again, this weight, this cannonball on the end of a handle that you are swinging outward away from your body. And of course, the most paramount thing there is being able to hold on to that thing with your grip. Kettlebells are huge and they're beyond beneficial for your grip strength. So really consider getting a strong kettlebell strength training routine going if you really want to develop your grip strength. Now, a way of using dumbbells to help your grip strength, one of my friends who's a personal trainer, he was taking these hexagon dumbbells and he was gripping like this. And I don't even think I can do this. Go a little lighter. Okay, there we go. Woo! That one's tough too. So you see the hexagon here, and he would just use his fingers and grip, and he would do farmer's carries and just walk up and down the mat or around the strength training area, holding on to these dumbbells. Ooh, I haven't done that in a while. I probably should really add those back into my routine. I do them periodically, but that is a great one. This is a 20-pound, and then the other one was a 30-pound that I couldn't hold on to. 15, start with 10s and 15s, work your way up. That is a great way. This is a great way to use dumbbells to develop your grip strength. So consider looking into doing these walks holding the dumbbell like this. Now, one of the primary ways that I train my grip strength nowadays is through this routine using a warrior mace, or what is referred to sometimes as a gata. Now that's these. Now, if you don't have one of these, and most people won't, you can use a broomstick. Now this is an exercise routine that I saw from I can't remember, but it was a bodybuilder who did a video on how to get bigger forearms. I don't care about the size of my forearms, but I realized that this was beneficial in the sense that it was going to help my grip strength. So when you have a mace, if you have a broomstick, then you just hold the broomstick at the end and just hold it upright. If you have the mace, I like to keep the weight on the bottom, okay? And the simplicity of this routine is just tipping it forward, right? I do 5 of these reps, and then I drop it this way, turning my wrist. I do 5 this direction, right? And then I do 5 the other way. Okay? And then the last position is here, and I just lift the ball. And I do 5, so pointing the tip of the mace downward. Okay? So I just do a rotation on both hands, sometimes before workout, sometimes I do it twice, but that really has helped my grip strength. And it's just that sometimes I do it just before I do any kind of Olympic barbell work. It really does increase my grip strength for strength training, and not just jiu-jitsu. But you should really look at maybe trying something like that, not only again for jiu-jitsu, but you use it as like a primer for your strength training session. And the last thing is a device that I discovered through one of my students when we were in a fight camp for a boxing match. His wrist was really damaged, and if you box at all, you know that just sometimes, man, hitting a heavy bag or sparring, like you turn your wrist a certain way, and we all kind of end up with this same wrist injury. But he was using this device to heal his wrist. It's called a Gyro Ball, and I did a video about how we use it basically for like recovering our wrist and strengthening our wrist. But what I discovered after using it repeatedly, because it's so easy to use, man, I just sit at my desk using it. Much like when I first was doing jiu-jitsu, I'd be at work and I had one of those little, hand strengthener things you've seen since you were a kid, a little clicker thing. And I thought that was helping. Of course, I think that helps in a way, but this thing seems to work even better. And it's just as easy as far as just standing there and really trying to control this gyro ball and holding on to it. You feel that burn in your wrist. I did not use it initially for any kind of grip strength training. I was using it to heal my wrist, which it had done. But what I did discover is that one of the extra benefits of using that gyro ball is that it did increase my grip strength. So guys, that's a lot of ways that I go about developing, or just at this point maintaining, good grip strength for my jiu-jitsu. A lot of these things I do, I don't have to I don't do them because I'm trying to develop my grip strength. I just do them. They're just part of my routine. Sitting at my desk with the gyro ball, doing that stuff with the mace before I lift weights, working out with kettle bells. These are things I just do as part of my routine. So I'm just routinely getting grip strength training. I don't have to put aside time to specifically do that kind of training. So see if you can add these types of movements or these tools into your workout routines, and then you'll be able to develop good grip strength for your jiu-jitsu. Okay guys, I hope this was helpful. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll keep this thing going. And I'll see you in the next video.